positions that are not very comfortable, or you're getting a little too tired. If I'm moving a little too fast, go into child's pose or go into your favorite. It's a 15-minute class. And if you've done the class prior to this one, you're probably quite warmed up. If not, it's going to be the warm-up time. Whatever props you've got there to help you. If you don't have a block, use pillows, use towels instead of a stretch band. And overall, we're ready to start. I'm going to go on my mat. I'm going to move my mat around quite a few times. Stand up nice and straight. Go ahead and lift your right heel. And probably it sounds kind of funny because I'm in your TV screen, probably lifting my left one. Anyway, and then we're going to switch. And as you do that, I need you to start to really relax through your shoulders, once again on the right. And this time, I want you to roll over your toes and press your foot a little bit more forward. And then bring it back down, left foot up, gently roll over your toes, and back down. And again, back to the right, lift the heel, and rotate your ankle, pressing it 3 times clockwise and 3 times counterclockwise. So we'll get in the mood in just a minute. For now, just kind of start listening to your body, left foot up, and again, just give me counterclockwise 3 rotations of your ankle, and clockwise. Most likely you're doing so much more walking than you normally do these days, just to get out of the rut. So your feet definitely need a little bit of extra TLC. Go ahead and lift your toes. I hope you can see me. I don't know if I'm in high def. And start to place 1 toe at a time back on the floor. Separate them as much as you can. And I want you to flatten your soles, the soles of your feet, as much as possible so that you find your first ground. And then from here, I need you to go ahead and engage your knees and lock them. Now from here, engage your thighs, squeeze them. Then from here, engage your core muscles. Feel free to place your hands on your belly. Feel your muscles now getting engaged. And then from here, start to gently lift your sternum, your chest. And I want you to feel like you are wearing a very, very tight suit and you're sitting all the way up. Your neck. Now go ahead and roll your shoulders back. Take a nice deep inhale. Lift and lift and lift forward, and roll your shoulders back. Fast as much as you can. I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm looking for. And draw your shoulders back down again. And once again, deep inhale. You should feel that your back muscles are getting engaged, and pull your shoulders back down with your exhale. From here, bring your arms all the way up, palms are facing up. Getting engaged here through our shoulders. And with an exhale, rotate your palms, bring them behind you, clasp your hands, and your right thumb is on top of your left thumb. If it feels a little bit more comfortable, place your feet hip-width apart. Inhale, chest is forward. I'm going to turn around so you can see how arched my back is. And with an exhale, drop forward. Keep going. Keep your back as arched as you possibly can. And from here, drop your head. Pull your shoulder blades as close as possible. And really press the knuckles away from the top of your head. Just listen to my voice. You don't need to look at the screen. Allow your head to hang, but everything else is very engaged. One more breath. With your next inhale, expand your rib cage, release your arms, and with an exhale, swing your arms down, soften your knees, and lift all the way up, inhaling once again. Lift up on your tippy toes and drop back down. Arms behind you again. Clasp your hands. This time your left thumb is on top of your right. And again, engage your back muscles as much as possible. Chest is open, inhale. And with an exhale, please keep your back very, very arched. It's almost like you're trying to reach the floor with your chest more than anything else. And once you come to your forward fold, drop your head and start to work on bringing your arms as far over your head as you can. One more breath. Inhale, releasing your hands. And with an exhale, soften your knees, drop your arms all the way down, rotating them, lifting. Find your way into your chair. Your feet are hip width apart. If they are, keep your knees parallel to each other. If your feet are next to each other, squeeze the knees into each other. One more breath. Bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale. And with an exhale, gently lift up into mountain pose. Relax your shoulders. Reassess your breathing. Place your feet this time, hip width apart. Remember, keeping the soles of your feet really, really flat against the floor. Bring your arms to a T, nice and deep, inhale. And with an exhale, you're gonna rotate all the way to the left. Keep going, keep going, keep going, until you no longer can rotate at your waist. Place your right hand on top of your left shoulder and your left hand on your right hip. Look over your left shoulder. Use your eyes to do that as well. 2 more breaths. Relax your shoulders. Release your arms. And start to rotate in the opposite direction. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going until you reach the point where you no longer can rotate, and then release your hands. Right hand on your left hip, left hand on your right shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Use your eyes to do it as well. 1 more breath. With your next inhale, release your arms. Come back to where we started. Bring your arms up. Clasp the hands. Rotate them so that your palms are facing up. Inhale. And with an exhale, lean back. Coming back forward. Lean to the right. Now, this time you're going to rotate once again so that your chest and your belly are both pointing toward the ceiling. Re-rotate. Come back through the center with an inhale and with an exhale to the left. And again, rotate your belly and your chest and your chin and your eyes. With an exhale, rotate back toward the center and lift up. Beautiful. Go ahead and release your arms and relax for me for a sec. Wherever you are on the mat, go ahead and find your way into the very front of it. Lift all the way up again, mountain pose. Rib cage away from your belly, belly away from your hips, and drop into your forward fold. Lift up just a little bit. If you cannot touch the floor with your fingertips, you can always place your hands on right above your knees. Many of you are very well familiar with yoga, but I have a large range of people here. We are in what is called a standing tabletop, which basically means from the top of my head to my tailbone, it is a nice, beautiful, straight line, and I can put a tray on top of it and nothing would spill. Take another inhale, and with an exhale, bend your knees. Place your hands on the floor. Bring your left leg all the way back. We are in a lunge. Drop your hips down. Open up your chest. We're going to warm up the legs here. If it's too hard to keep your left leg on your toes, feel free to drop your knee on the floor. Otherwise, lift up. Arms are all the way up. We're not going to stay here very long. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the floor. Left foot steps forward. Right one steps back. Again, position yourself so that your knee does not go over your toes. Your right leg is either on the toes or on the knees. Long line between your right heel and the top of your head. And with an inhale, lift up. Drop your shoulders down. Another inhale. And with an exhale, hands come down on the floor. Left leg goes back. Both legs are now on the knees. Good. Awesome. Hands are right under your shoulders. Knees are right under your hips. We're going to be doing a ton of chaturangas. And if it's too uncomfortable, if you're not familiar, feel free to skip. This is your workout, no one else's. Please use your body the way it feels the most comfortable. So we're going to go for the first chaturanga. You're going to go ahead and arch your back. Pull your shoulders back. Soften your elbows like you're trying to grip your rib cage between your triceps. You're going to take a nice deep inhale, and with an exhale, lower yourself just as far as your triceps allow you. And then press forward and all the way up. The back is arched again. I want you to feel in this position that somebody is trying very hard to bring your chest forward. Relax your neck, shoulders are back. Tuck your toes. Inhale, and with an exhale, bring your hips back. Your back is still arched. Drop back down. If you can, stretch your arms a little bit farther up. Lift your chin. Draw your hands a little bit back so that they are still under your shoulders when you come into tabletop position. And let's do this again. Chest down, forward, and back up. And this time, your toes are tucked in. I want you to straighten your knees. So your hips are still down, your back is still arched, and we are in upward facing dog. Good. Drop your knees, release your toes, back into child's pose so your hips are all the way back. Lots of movement here, and I want you to really warm things up. Lift your chin, inhale. And with an exhale, once again, shoulders back, elbows toward your rib cage. Dropping down, stay here. Place your chin on the floor, your chest on the floor, breathe. And forward. Watch your shoulders. Make sure that they are really far away from your ears. Beautiful. All right. We are in a tabletop position. So the other one was standing tabletop position. So we were on our feet. Now we're both on our hands and our knees. And once again, think of that tray. The tray is on top of your spine and nothing is moving. Your shoulders are pulled back. Your neck is long. One more breath here. With your next inhale, go ahead and release your left leg out. Your balance has just shifted. Release your right arm in the opposite direction. Now you're definitely in the balance between your left hand and your right knee. Again, if this is your first time or one of the first times doing yoga, you might as well just try and play with your balance here. If you are willing and interested in getting a little bit deeper into that, I need you to bend your left knee and reach back with your right hand and tap your toes. Inhaling, we are lengthening. And with an exhale, we're tapping. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, reach. Beautiful. Go ahead and release that wherever you are, and we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So, find your balance. Your breath is long, especially your exhales. Release your right leg all the way out. And now that you have found your balance, left arm away from your right toes. Please don't allow your shoulders to come up to your ears. That part is really crucial. Keep everything square. And once again, if you're a newbie, just stand here, breathe, and find your balance. And otherwise, inhale, reach, and exhale, bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand and tap your toes. And again, open up. Watch that right shoulder, please, please, please. Don't sink into it. And reach and tap. And one last time. Your neck is long. You're gazing about a foot in front of you. One last time with an exhale, reaching and tapping. Beautiful. Left hand comes back on the floor. Right knee comes back on the floor. If you have lost your breath, please, this is the time to reset. If you want to go into child's pose at any point in time, please do. Otherwise, I need you to go ahead and arch your back, open up your chest, tuck your toes, and find your way into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Shift your hips gently side to side. Maybe bend one knee while the opposite heel is trying to reach the floor. Your legs are ready. Take a nice deep inhale. And from here, reach your right leg as high toward the ceiling as you can. Look in front of you. Come on your left tippy toes and bring your right knee towards your chest. Good. Give me a little pause here for just a sec, and then continue on by pressing your right foot between your hands. Lifting once again up to that same exact position that we were in 5 minutes ago. Lift, inhale, and exhale. Drop a little bit deeper into your right knee. And again, inhale, and exhale. One more time. And exhale. And with that, hands come all the way back to the floor. Release your right leg and slide or drag it all the way back into down dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg rises as high as your hips allow you. Do not lose the arch in the back, please. Once again, inhale. And lift on your right tippy toes. Move your body forward, round your back. Bring your left heel into your chest. Pause and proceed. Good. May not be very easy. If you absolutely have to, please use your right knee to help you come into this position. Don't get frustrated. Move into this at your own pace. Lift up. Find your core. Find your chest. Find your spine. And inhale, lift. And exhale, drop a little bit deeper into it. Inhale, lift. Drop. One more time, lift. Drop, and hands come back down on the floor. Reach that left leg all the way back. We're back in down dog. Shift your hips gently side to side. One more breath here. Finding the spine, finding the neck. Inhale, right leg rises. Bend your right knee and rotate it toward the ceiling. Your right hip now is on top of your left hip. One more breath. And release your right leg back on the floor. Inhale, left leg rises. This is all about your inner balance, not just physical. Bend that left knee. Start to drop your left foot onto the right side of your body as you're rotating at your waist. One more breath. Very nice. Release that left leg back on the floor. We're going to add a little bit of movement here. Inhale, right leg rises. Bend and rotate like you did just a minute ago. And from here, look in front of you. And once again, your right foot comes forward. Rotate your left heel and place your left foot diagonally on the floor. I hope you can actually see how it's done if you have never done this before. Keep your body as parallel in every single sense and start to lift your arms up, 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 up as you're lifting. Good. If this is too hard, your left knee can be on the floor. Beautiful. Take a nice deep inhale. And with an exhale, straighten your right leg and lean back. One more breath. Bend your right knee. You are in warrior one. Release your arms to your heart center. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Inhale, and with an exhale, straighten your right leg, forward fold. Bowing, straight-legged, warrior one. Inhale, lift up, bending your right knee. Exhale, bow, right leg fold straight. One last time. Open up. Bow forward. Open up into full warrior one. Arms extended overhead. Release your arms back to the floor. Release your left heel. Drag your right foot back. If you need to drop on your knees, otherwise you may have toe chaturanga. Inhale at the top. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one extra breath here to reset. Left leg rises. Bend your left knee. Rotate it. Inhale. And with an exhale, look in front of you. Right foot comes forward. Rotate your right heel. Lift up. Warrior one. Settle in here. Open things up. Your hips and your shoulders should be absolutely square. Your right foot is on the floor. Your left knee is nice and bent. Reach up. I'm rotating so that you can see exactly what I'm looking for. Reach, lean back, and straighten your left leg. One more inhale. And with an exhale, bring it back in. Hands are coming down to your heart center. Good, we're gonna go into bowing. Inhale and exhale. Straighten your left leg, bow. Inhale, bend and straighten. And exhale, bound, straighten your left leg. Inhale, left leg bends and you're lifting up. Exhale, bow. One last time. Extend your arms up. Warrior one, left leg is bent. Everything should be really open. Release your arms down. Drag your left leg back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra if it's too hard on your back. Beautiful. And from here, go ahead and come into child's pose. I'm going to move diagonally. Don't worry about the way my back is. Drag your hands as far away from your head as you possibly can. Like really just try and crawl those fingertips away. Straighten the sides of both of your body. Shift your hips gently side to side. Stretch break. Walk your hands to the right. Align your chest with your right knee. Place your left hand on top of your right. Drop your head. Breathe into the left side of your body. You should feel a wonderful stretch. If you really shift your left hip out to the left, you'll feel it a little bit more. Make sure it's not too intense. One more breath. Walk your hands through the center. And we're on the left side, and right hand covers our left. Chest is aligned with the left knee. Shift your hips to the right if available. Drop your head. 2 more breaths. Walk your hands back to the center. Lift your chin. Inhale, arch your back, pull your shoulders back, and chaturanga. We're going to go into dancing warrior with an exhale coming to down dog. Right leg rises. Bring your right foot forward between your hands. Pivot your left heel, placing it on the floor. Open up into warrior 2. I'm going to go ahead and face the the screen for just a sec. I want you to pay attention to something in your warrior. Hip flexors play a huge role here. Unlike warrior 1, where our hips were pointing forward, warrior 2, together with the shoulders, and now kind of, it's almost like you're leaning against the wall. Pay attention to your right knee. Look down. Make sure that you can very easily see your big toe. And then try not to lean forward when you do this. Arms are going to be parallel to your shoulders. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. They're strong. If I were to come and press on them, they would not budge. Beautiful. One more breath here. Anchor yourselves. Really anchor. Rotate your right hand to face the ceiling. Inhale. And with an exhale, lean back. If you are a novice, please rely on your left hand. If you're not, I need you to release your left arm parallel to your right. One more breath. We're going to move through warrior 2. Rotate your right hand, extended side angle right forearm on your right thigh. Left arm goes behind your head if you're looking down. Keep checking on that right knee. Once again, we're going to reverse the warrior. Lift, 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 lift. Your variation. Left hand on your left leg or extend it. Inhale. Extended side angle. Right hand comes on the floor in front of your right foot. Left arm is now moving all the way up toward the ceiling. Your chest is open. Your belly is open. There is a wall behind you. One more time. Let's move back. And then from here, we're going to go into balance. If you're not ready, work on your extended side angle. Otherwise, look at the floor in front of your right foot. And your right hand is going to be to the right of your right foot. Soften both knees and find your crescent. One more breath. Soften your right knee, find your way into warrior 2. Very nice. Rotate. Hands back on the floor. Right leg goes back. Knees, both toes, or right leg up in the air as you go through your chaturanga. Your variation, your body. Inhale at the top, exhale up. Left leg rises. Bring that left foot forward. Rotate your right heel. Warrior two on the left side. Good, now you will get to see, it's almost like I have that wall and I am leaning against it. My right heel is really helping me here. I'm moving into my left knee only as far as my body wants to go. My shoulders and my hips are parallel to each other. My chest is open, my arms are strong. I'm not leaning any direction. Roll your shoulders once again, up, back, and down. Inhale, left arm rises, and then lean back. Find a beautiful length in that left side of your body. And right hand is either on the right leg or parallel to the left. Inhale again. And with an exhale through warrior two, we're leaning forward softly. Left forearm is on your left thigh. Right one is behind your head. Wonderful. Let's do that again. Let's reverse our warrior. Find our right arm any which way. Down, parallel. What's that left knee? How deep can you get into it? Inhale again. And with a long exhale, moving forward, this time your left hand is on the floor in front of your left foot, and right one is toward the ceiling. Strong. Breathe. And once again, inhale and lift. And exhale, lean back to your variation. And we're going to go and find our balance. And remember, you've got options. Go ahead and lean through warrior two. Look at where your left hand is going to end up. It is diagonal from your left foot to the left. Soften both legs and lift your right leg. Breathe. Shoulders open, neck is open. Bend your left leg, find your way into warrior two. Good. Windmill your arms forward, and left leg goes back. Knees, toes, or left leg up in the air as you go through your chaturanga. Open up, tuck your toes, down dog, and from here, walk all the way forward. Drop your seat bone very, very, very low. Knees are very bent, like you're sitting down in a tiny, tiny chair, and lift all the way up. In your chest, pull your shoulders back. Release your arms behind you. Clasp your hands. Inhale, and with an exhale, forward fold, straightening your legs. Inhale, lift your chest, sit back down into that small chair, and exhale, forward fold. And again, inhale, lift, pulling your shoulders back, and exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, lift, and with an exhale, release your hands to your heart. Yay! How's everybody doing? And lift all the way back up. Reach. Oh, this feels so good. Lean to the left. And then lean to the right. And now, you're going to go ahead and stand really, really wide. And we're going to connect everything at the end, I promise. We're putting in little tiny episodes, which I promise will be connected in the end. So, if you need to change the position of your mat, please do. Your knees are going to be straight for now. Your feet for now are parallel to each other. Just a stretch. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Reach your arms all the way out. Inhale, and with an exhale, swan dive, wide-legged, coming as far as you can. And then release your arms and see if you can grab behind your calves. Inhale, and with an exhale, I want you to press your chest to an invisible line between your knees. Drop your head, do not drop your shoulders. Your back is very active. You're trying to keep it really, really, really straight. Release your left hand, bring it to the right side of your body, and grab that right calf. Inhale, and with an exhale, press your chest towards your right knee. 3 breaths here before we go any deeper. Keep your left hand where it is. Release your right arm toward the ceiling. Rotate. Now it's your left shoulder that is coming toward your right knee. One more breath. Release your right hand and walk your hands to the left side. Grab your left calf with both hands and press your chest towards your left knee. Your shoulders are active but neutral, so is your neck. Right hand remains on your left calf. Left arm stretches toward the ceiling. You're rotating at your waist. Right shoulder is reaching your left knee. 2 more breaths. Left hand comes all the way back down. Place your hands back on the floor. Roll your shoulders back. Maybe shift your hips side to side. Just kind of get a nice big feel for where you are now. Place your hands on your hips. Pull your shoulders back. Inhale. And with an exhale, come halfway. Your neck, the top of your head, your spine, your tailbone, everything is flat. If it's too much, you don't have to do this next one. If you can and would like to, reach your arms above your head, extending them toward the screen. Your back muscles now are working much harder. Don't draw your shoulders to your ears. One more breath. With your next inhale, reach as far forward as you possibly can, and with an exhale, start to lift. We're back in a standing position. Release your arms. Relax. All right, we're gonna rotate now our heels so that they're closer to each other than the toes. And very gently, you're gonna start to figure out how open you are in your pelvis and in your thighs. Just settle in here, find your way into really, really openness in your inner thighs. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. The minute you start leaning, you know you have gone a little too far. Keep your lower back neutral. Maybe tuck your tailbone under. We're gonna find our goddess. You're gonna release your arms, and you're going to bring your palms to face up. Your elbows are at the same height as your shoulders. Breathe. Lift your right heel. Bring it back down. Lift your left heel. Bring it back down. Lift both. And bring them back down. Good. Inhale. And with an exhale, left forearm comes on your left thigh. Right arm reaches overhead. Beautiful. We are in the temple. Inhale, come all the way up through the goddess, and exhale to the right. Figure things out. Breathe. Come back through the center, back to goddess. Rearrange your shoulders. Inhale. And back to temple with your left hand on the floor, right arm toward the ceiling. Inhale, lift up. Rearrange. See if you can sit a little bit lower and drop back to the right side. Lift all the way up. If you need to give yourself a break, please do. We're going to go ahead and come back into the left side. You're going to bring your right hand to reach the floor. Rotate your feet so that both of them are parallel to each other. This is going to be really hard on the balance. If you need to drop on your right knee, please do. Otherwise, we are in a lunge. Next, bring your hands to your heart center. Hang on to your balance. Rotate. And we're back. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Right hand on the floor. Start to straighten your left. Left hand comes down. Rotate in the opposite direction. Your feet are on the same railing now. And lift up. Very nice. Bring your hands to your heart center. Rotate. Back into Goddess. Open up. Inhale. And with an exhale, straighten your legs. All right. So we're going to do this one last thing. Putting everything together. And then we're going to stretch. And we're going to be done. All right. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Find your Goddess. Inhale. With an exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Rotate to your left. Straighten your right leg. Bring your hands on the floor, hugging your left leg. Release your left leg back. Chaturanga. Inhale, open up. Down dog. Place your left foot back between your hands. Bring your hands up to your heart center. Rotate. We're back facing ourselves. Rotate to the right. Beautiful. Inhale. Hands back on the floor. Right leg back. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Down dog. Right foot forward between your hands. Back into the lunge. Rotate. Beautiful. Once again, rotate to the left. Arms are all the way up. Nice. Hands are going to come down. Left leg back. Maybe keep it up in the air. Maybe drop on your knees as you go through your chaturanga. Forward. Left foot forward. Hands to your heart center. Rotate. Good. Inhale. Rotate to the right. Your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Right hands on the floor. Right leg back. Possibly up. Last chaturanga of the day. Right foot forward. Lift. Come back. Back to our Goddess. Breathe. Come back to the front of the mat. Roll your shoulders one last time. Open up. And find your way first into chair. And from here, if you can, without using your hands, you're going to go ahead and sit down. And we are in a comfortable seated position. Good. Catch your breath. Close your eyes. Relax. Hands are on your knees. Give me a nice roll with the neck. Head is going counterclockwise and counterclockwise. Reach your arms all the way out toward the ceiling, and with an exhale, rotate to the right. Left hand ends up on your right knee, right hand behind you. Look over your right shoulder, relax them, breathe. Coming back out of this one, once again, reach, separating your rib cage from your hips, and drop to the left. Free breath, look over your left shoulder. Release that. Coming forward, place your hands in front of you. Walk gently forward, relax your spine. How much time do we have?
About 2 minutes.
Great. Lift all the way up, and we're going to go into pigeon on the right side. If you've never done pigeon, please follow me. Be as comfortable as you can. If you have, just go ahead and do that. We're going to be 30 seconds in each position. You're going to draw your right knee towards your right wrist. You're going to place your right shin diagonal, and then very gently, using your arms to help you, you're going to go ahead and drop your left knee on the floor and start to flatten your hips against the floor. Most likely it's not going to happen, don't worry about it. Most importantly, please keep your hips as square as possible. And then, if available, drop forward, relax your spine, breathe. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Maybe separate your elbows just a tiny bit more so you can drop your chest further into it. This should feel good. If you're really tight, you will feel it like a really deep stretch. If you're not tight, and hopefully you're not, you will feel that this is a very relaxing pose. Your breaths are really long. Your neck is really relaxed. One more breath. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So go ahead and lift. If you need to hold these stretches longer, be my guest. We're almost at the end. Draw your left knee towards your left wrist. Placing the left shin on the floor. Find the right angle for you. Very important. Settle into the squareness in your hips, squareness of your shoulders, and then very gently move forward. Go with your own body. Let go. Let go of your neck. Let go of your shoulders, your chin. Close your eyes. Just concentrate on your breathing here. One more breath.